They told me for years there was no money in podcasting. Well, they were all wrong. Gray hair. All right, everybody settle down. It is time for another episode of the Talking with Tarashuk podcast, the unknown, unnamed nonsense edition, where the talk is unknown, it's completely unnamed, and it's complete and utter nonsense. I am Will Tarashuk, the founder of Ambiguous Podcast Solutions, and I am joined again this time by my partner in crime, as always, man behind the board, Christian Wright. Christian, my friend, how are you?
What's going on, Will? Here for some unknown, unnamed nonsense. Let's get into it. Some ridiculous questions, thought-provoking, silly, all of the above. We're about to get into all of it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be prolific. It's going to be hilarious.
Prolific. That's a great word. I don't know what it means, but I've heard it multiple times. So let's just roll with that. What's the first question?
First question. And you guys, we know we do this at random. There's no preparation. This is all off the top.
I haven't looked at the questions in 3 days.
I don't ever look at them. I only look at them when we're on the show. So there's that. All right. So let's see what we could find here. What's the hardest thing to do in sports?
Oh boy. Okay. The hardest thing to do in sports. The hardest thing to do in sports is to hit a baseball professionally. So we're gonna talk professional sports. I'm gonna keep it at professional sports.
Really? You think? But you think baseball?
I do.
I feel like there's an argument to be made, like golf.
Yeah. Okay. Golf too. But the thing about golf, I'll defend baseball, but I want to debunk golf first. Golf is very much where you can get better at golf by practicing. Golf is a very individual game. So yeah, like a hole-in-one, very, very difficult. Hitting a golf ball accurately from someone who used to golf, very, very difficult. But the pressure is on you to make sure that you can get better. Whereas baseball, professional baseball, you can spend all the time in the batting cages. Once DeGrom is on that mound, you're not hitting that ball, right? Because you can get better, but so can the pitcher. The slider can break an extra inch and a half, and if it does, it's gonzo. Forget it. And the average fastball in the MLB, we can probably Google this, I'm going to say is 96 miles per hour, give or take.
Average.
So you have a split second.
That's true.
So it is.
It's like, I mean, there's factors with golf, but you're not getting a ball thrown at you at 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
You could take your time, line up your shot. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. But, you don't know who the pitcher's going to be.
Yeah.
All these different types of.
And you got a split second to make up your mind. Am I going to swing or am I not going to swing? Right? Like,
right.
It's 60.
There's a lot of judgment calls that have to be made in real time.
Seconds. Like, their hand-eye coordination for baseball play. I know baseball players get a lot of shit for, like, not being athletes. And to some extent, I get it.
It's a skill. It's a game of skill.
It's a game of skill.
You can't just be athletic and be good at, I mean, yes and no. But, I mean, athletes can pretty much do anything. But, it's a skill. Hitting a baseball is difficult. It's a skill thing.
It's next to impossible. Like, even as a kid, I wasn't good at it.
Yeah,
right? I had to go through 3 pairs of glasses to find one that would fit right so I could see the baseball.
Funny story. I never hit a baseball in my life. My ex-girlfriend was in a softball league and they were short a man. So she said, "Can you play?" I'm like, "I do not want to make your team worse than they already are. You guys have already been losing."
Oh God.
So I'm like, "All right, I'll suit up." Granted, it's softball. It's an underhand throw. But I've never hit a baseball, softball, a ball, any object with a baseball bat in my life. They toss it up. I smack it. Fucking hit it into the fucking clouds. And it turned out I had a natural knack for it.
All right. That's a story I did not. I thought you were going to say I swung and missed, struck out 4 times.
Oh, no.
The
after
ball's
that,
bigger.
they were like, "Yo, you sure this guy hasn't played before?" And she was like, "No, he played football." And they wanted me to be designated hitter. They were like, "Forget the person that didn't come today. You're designated hitter for the rest of the season."
I mean, that's fair, right? Because it's softball. Was it co-ed? Or was it all girls?
Yeah, it was co-ed.
It was co-ed? Okay.
I mean, because my ex-girlfriend was on there, so it was guys, it was girls, it was co-ed.
So at least, okay, in that case, did you even have a glove? Like, do you even own a baseball glove?
I had to borrow a glove.
Okay.
I was using cleats from when I was like a senior in high school that were falling apart. I had to tape them. They started talking in the middle of one of the softball games. fun experience. But yeah, I clearly wasn't like a softball, baseball player. It
Dude,
just came together.
Baseball is my shit. I love baseball. I've always loved baseball. My dad loves baseball. My family loves baseball. I played baseball from T-ball up until I was 15, where I aged out. Not good enough to play high school. That's okay.
So you can hit a baseball then?
Huh? I can. I can actually. I can't. Actually, I do have a few baseball stories. So story number one, I was a pitcher, as well as a first baseman, as well as a terrible outfielder. I'm not good at baseball. Let me clarify. I'm not good at baseball at all. But I was 9 years old on the mound, and it was one of those, like, their throw. It was one of those off the bat, you have a split second to react, and like this motherfucker hit the ball so hard right off the bat, right at my face. I just went, ah! And this, like, put my glove in front of my face and somehow caught it. Life flashed before my eyes. I didn't like what I saw, so I went home and started playing a trumpet. No. But I caught the ball, and then I'm still on the mound, and I shit you not, the next pitch, so like it's like there's home plate, there's the umpire, there's like the caging where the people sit, and then there's the dugouts.
Mm-hmm.
So I threw the ball, and it hit the cage where people sit. Like,
right.
Like, I was just to the point where like the coach was just like, Will, take a breath, like, get a minute, compose yourself, because that was fucking awful. Right? So that's story number one. Story number two is probably the proudest moment of my entire life. 12 years old, we are in the Little League Championship. Last inning, your boy is on the mound.
Your boy
is on the mound.
Boy.
Mariano
He's
Rivera
here. He's
right
outside.
Here. And here's the great irony. So I'm a diehard Yankee fan.
Okay.
Grew up in Boston. I know. It was terrible.
The irony.
But my team that year was the Red Sox. I remember getting the phone call from my coach saying, congratulations, Will, you're a Red Sox. And I was like, fuck. That sucks. And lo and behold, my number was number 24. This was back in 2007 when Manny Ramirez was number 24, which my most hated player on the Red Sox by far at that time. So championship game, your boy's on the mound. Mariano Rivera, 24 reverse, his number 42. And I get the game-winning strikeout, season-ending strikeout on what should have been ball 4, striking out Connor Bolger. So, Connor, if you're listening to this, it was ball 4, but I win, all right? Fuck, I win. Also, that game, that season, we lost the first game, and then we won every single game the rest of the season. We won 21 straight games, including the playoffs. It was the most unbelievable, incredible season of baseball. In the highlight of my childhood.
And what league was this?
This was Little League. This is Little League.
This is a Little League story, right here?
Yeah, this is Little League. This is Little League. So I was
This is
12 years
Little
old.
League, bro.
So it was.
I'm over here thinking like this is like, high school.
Oh, no, this is Little League.
There
I'm
was
12.
some glory,
I'm
the
12.
audience, the girls are watching. He said, no, I'm 12 years old.
I'm 12 years old.
I mean,
I'm a wee little baby. I'm a wee little pup. So how it was broken down, it was T-ball, 6 and 7. You have double A, which is 8 and 9. Then 10, 11, 12 is either the majors, which you have to try out for, or triple A, which is just defaulted if you suck. So I played triple A. I didn't even bother trying out. I was like, I just want to play triple A ball. So I played triple A, 10, 11, 12, won a championship at 12, and then that was when the base pass was 60 feet. And then you upgrade 13, 14, 15 to what's called the Babe Ruth League, which was the actual standard size of a baseball field. So 90 feet to the bag, 60 feet, 6 inches from the mound, and then the outfielders, however long I wanted to be. And then when I was 13, I played okay. 14, my first game of the season, I got a single and a walk, and then made like a ground out or whatever. And then I went hitless the rest of the season. I mean, the rest of the season, didn't get a single hit. And it was the most demoralizing thing for a 14-year-old. But then 15.
And I mean, and how many times do you realistically go up a game?
3.
So that's 9 just nada.
3 a game. Honestly, my dad kept like the schedule and put like our 1 for 2, 0 for 3, 2 for 4, whatever, like double RBI. Pretty much he kept track of all our stats. I should go and find that piece of paper if my dad still has it, which he does. I bet he does. and find the O for streak I went. I still walk. I still got on base.
Okay. So there was some times where there was a ball. Or,
yeah, it's like 4 balls is a walk. I gotta explain
Right.
baseball to you, Christian. Come on now.
Oh no. I played softball, man. I know the rules.
Fair enough. But 15, when I turned 15,
I went there. They had to explain everything to me when I played. So you're not too far off.
My last year when I played 15, though, because I think what it was, I think it was my glasses when I was 14 years old. Because the next year at 15, I wore contacts.
My controller's broken.
Your controller's broken.
No, I'm making fun of you.
No,
it was my glasses.
My glasses.
It was my glasses.
Here's my glasses.
My controller.
You know, I had tape and everything.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
This is like straight out of a movie.
Yeah, no, straight out of a movie. But I played with contacts, and I tore it up. I played the best year of baseball I've ever played in my entire life.
I can see.
I batted over 300 for the season, which in baseball is phenomenal.
You don't do contacts? I've never seen you in contact. You don't do contacts?
No, that's another story. I'll get to that story afterwards.
Okay.
So save that question. But the last game in the playoffs, we're losing. Last inning, we're starting to make a rally. I'm counting the people. I'm like, okay, I'm going to be up pretty soon. And I come up, and this is how my career ends. I destroy this ball.
Wait, before you answer that, your little league career?
Technically, Babe Ruth. So Babe Ruth was 13, 14, 15. But technically, yes, my child ball.
This is how phenomenal you are of a storyteller that you're talking about little league right now.
Yeah, dude.
And you say, now pay attention. This is how my career ends.
It is. I aged out, dude. I aged out of baseball and I skilled out of high school. And I'm nowhere good for the minor leagues or the MLB. So this is the end of my baseball career here. This is heartbreaking.
This is where it came to an end.
This was the end of a
Listen
chapter in my
up.
life. This is fucking important. Don't interrupt me. No, so I'm up and I just fucking tee off on this ball. Absolutely fucking demolished. And I round first base. I see this kid go like this and catch it. And as soon as, because this motherfucker was playing deep anyway. So he just put his, like left from the sandlot, please catch it. And he
You're talking about the no look.
Yeah, and he caught it. And then I just rounded, because by the time I was running first base, I just dropped my knees and almost started crying. Because I was like, that's it.
And you never came back.
My career is over.
You said, I'm done.
I would have went back, but I couldn't. The town was like, Will, you're legally not allowed to play. Sorry. You're 16 now. You can drive a car and get girls. But you can't play baseball.
What?
Yeah.
You were 16?
I was 15 when this happened. I was 15.
Okay.
So yeah, sophomore in high school. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was terrible. That was absolutely awful. So yeah, that's my baseball story.
I'm sorry, man.
It was regrettably horrible.
Damn shame.
What are you gonna do? That's the world we live in. So contacts. Do you wear contacts?
No, I have perfect vision.
You lucky.
And like, I thought, it's funny because growing up, I thought I didn't understand or I didn't know that more people have bad. I thought, like, not to be offensive, but I thought like people that, you know how back in the day they used to just like shun and like try to like wipe out like handicapped people. It was unacceptable to be handicapped in society.
Yeah.
I thought most people had perfect vision and that there were some people who just got unlucky. And it wasn't really till I was a full-blown adult that I was like, oh, yeah, like, low-key, everybody's blind.
I mean, as you get older, too, your vision wears.
But I didn't realize statistically that it's kind of, like, I'm not normal. Like, a lot of people have reading glasses or some vision impairment of some sort.
Everyone in my family, at least my nuclear family, my mom, my brother, my dad.
Nuclear family?
Yeah, the nuclear family. So a nuclear family is like your direct family. It's like if you have siblings and your parents.
Oh, never heard that term.
Like your actual family. Well, the nuclear family is a big thing in like culture and like how you should raise your kids. And so yeah, nuclear family is very important. So my nuclear family is my parents and my brother. Whereas like, beyond that, my regular family, like my extended family is my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, and it's my further off family, it's like my second cousins and everyone I pretend to know.
Gotcha.
So everyone in my family has glasses except my brother. I got them in 3rd grade. My dad's had them forever. My mom got them later in life. My grandparents had them. A lot of my uncles have them. Most of my family has glasses, but I went back and forth with contacts. I got glasses in 3rd grade. When went to contacts, I think in 6th grade, went back to glasses because I don't remember. Actually, I got my timeline all screwed up here. But I go back and forth with glasses and contacts. Then in college, I went back to contacts.
What about braces?
I had braces. Braces are a scam. I'll go on a rant about braces.
Braces are a scam.
Braces are a scam.
Bold statement.
I mean, they're not a scam. For me, they were a scam. I got scammed into braces.
So you must have an opinion on Invisalign as well.
I don't know what that is, but
that's those plastic retainers that people put on their teeth instead of having braces. You can remove them.
Well, braces work. I mean, don't get me wrong. Braces work.
You're like, I deny the science of braces.
Like braces, like my brother had really bad teeth and they straightened out his teeth. But I'm saying not everyone needs braces, and every dentist is going to suggest braces because they cost like $5,000 when I got them. So I can only imagine what they cost now.
Yeah.
Same with your wisdom teeth. Right? I did not need my fucking wisdom teeth removed.
You got yours pulled.
I did get them pulled because a dentist is like, yeah, we just pull them just to be safe.
The amount of dentists that recommended for me to get my wisdom teeth pulled, they still here.
Yeah, you know what? You're lucky. You saved probably like 50 grand.
50 grand?
I don't know how much they actually cost, but they cost a fucking lot. And what convinced me to do it, my mom was just like, listen, Will, you can do it now where we're paying for it, or you can risk it and risk paying for it yourself later in life. And I was like, fuck.
I'm going to have to fact check you on that 50 grand.
Yeah, I doubt it's 50 grand. I highly doubt it's 50 grand. But it's really expensive. So while I'm telling my contact
1 year
story,
of college at a prestigious institution is the amount of money it will cost.
So I had braces. The average lifespan of having braces is about 3 years. I had mine for 14 months.
Okay, so that's brief.
Yeah, very brief, which tells me I probably didn't actually need them. Although if you look at my teeth right now, you can see the gap. So I probably need them again.
Yeah.
So I probably need them again. If we're calling a spade a spade.
I have a small gap. You can't really notice it, but small gap.
Yeah, well, it could be worse. So while I'm telling my contact story, why I kept switching back and forth, look up the average cost of braces and wisdom teeth.
Average cost of
braces and wisdom teeth. So my contact story is I kept going back and forth. One, because the contacts would keep breaking in my eye.
What?
Like I'd just be like doing homework and I'd blink and my contact just rips in half. And I got to pull out like 2-3 pieces of contact from my fucking eyeball, which is traumatizing and it hurts. But what really made
for a
me
child, you want to specify for braces?
Braces
for a child.
Why would it cost more for an adult?
It's probably like, movie theater prices. If you're a certain age, you get a discount.
I mean, I didn't know that, but yeah, if there's 2 different prices based on age range, I think that's some bullshit, but I'm curious.
And then you said average
cost of wisdom teeth.
Wisdom teeth.
But really what made me want to get rid of contacts forever and throw them in hell.
Dude, oh my God, I just seen the result and you couldn't be. 50 grand?
I tried to pull it up out of my ass. All right,
50
fine.
fucking grand?
How much?
All right. So we got $75 to $200 per tooth.
That's it?
Yeah, apparently.
That's it? Shut up.
50
grand.
No
way. That has to be a myth.
50 grand. All right. Don't listen to this guy. Average cost of braces, $5,000. $5,000. You were on the money with that one.
Yeah, because I remember. My mom
without insurance though.
Without
$3,000 with.
Yeah, only $75 to $200 per tooth for the wisdom tooth.
That's what it's saying.
That's really affordable.
Let's see.
I'm less mad I got them pulled
here
now.
It says $600 to $1,100 with all, somewhere between $75 and $250 per tooth.
All right.
And then it says all 4, probably $600.
If they bundle them, give you a coupon code.
Yeah, just enter
use coupon code Talking with Tarashuk. No, use coupon code TWT with 50% off your first tooth.
So if we had a dentist sponsor, we could have really done that for real.
We could have. Okay.
In the future.
So contacts. I thought it was bouncing around here. The first question was about sports.
And then we didn't ask another question.
No,
we just started
this
talking.
is all the first question.
Organic.
That's the glory of this podcast.
Moving along.
The questions are there as a comeback to center point. We can divulge off into anywhere we want to go. Like fucking contacts. So contact lenses. Christian, you're going to love this story, I promise. Contact lenses. So I was in Washington, D.C. with my friends and his family going camping and visiting Washington, D.C., seeing all the monuments. And we went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and you can probably tell where the story's going. So my friend's dad dared me. It was like, hey, well, I bet you won't eat like the Inferno sauce, which is the hottest sauce in the menu. And I was like, you know what, Mr. D?
There's an award, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's like if you can eat like X amount, they give you like an award, like a plaque or something. It probably costs $50,000. But so I accept.
You gotta start throwing $50,000 out for reckless things.
We need T-shirts. It probably Canada. It probably costs $50,000.
Yeah, $50,000.
50 Canada coins. So I'm gonna get a story out one way or the other. I promise. So I order the wings. I eat like 3 of them because my mouth is on fucking fire. They call it Inferno for a reason. It's really hot. So I don't finish them, of course. But we go back that night. I take out my contacts. And unbeknownst to me, my fingers must have had some residue from that sauce. Because the next morning,
some Inferno residue.
I put those bad boys in my eyes.
Oh my gosh.
And
how old were you? You didn't wash your hands a lot.
No, I definitely washed my hands. Why not that much? No, what it was? We had the alcohol. We had the alcohol wipes at the table, so I definitely wiped with the alcohol wipes because my fingers. And I like my fingers.
This is a day later.
This is the same night.
Oh.
The same night. So I take them out that night, put them in a solution. The next morning, I put them back in, and I've never yelled so loud in my life. It hurt like a motherfucker. So obviously, I ripped them out.
Let's get a snippet of that scream, but back up from the mic.
Like something like that. I'm in a camper, right? To the point where, like, you know, people next door are like, "Is everything okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, here's $50,000. Go away." So I fill the contacts. I wash my contact case. New solution. Do new contacts. And I believe I did new contacts. I don't think I have my glasses with me. Maybe I did. I don't remember. But the next day, I put my contacts in, and the same thing. Ah! It wasn't as bad. It's not as bad of a scream. It was because it still hurt. So
doing something wrong, man.
Like, you know, I cleaned the case, new solution, new contacts, and it still hurt. So I was like, fuck this. I'm going back to glasses permanently. And I went back in college for contacts because I thought I looked cute with contacts and glasses, which to an extent was true. And then post-college...
You looked cuter?
I did look cuter. Okay, Willie T without glasses?
Wow. All right.
hubba over here.
We gotta put like a heart around your head in post.
Sorry, ladies, this guy with or without glasses is taken.
We gotta put a heart around your head, but like in post, all that type of stuff.
Yeah, but then it was post college, while working, contacts kept ripping my eyes. It was only one eye. It was like my left eye would break, and then they give you pairs of contact lenses. So I got to put a left eye in. So I have an even number of right eye, but an odd number of left eye. So can we flip the whole system? Like, you know what? Screw it. Back to glasses. I've been wearing glasses since 2018.
I mean, the glasses you chose a stylish frame.
Warby Parker.
I'd say this is a stylish choice. The square frames, it works.
Yeah. Well, I had circle frames forever. I had like little ovals.
You had the Harry Potters.
No, they was a perfect circle. I had like ovals, so it was just like.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
Yeah.
And then I went to square because
Square's cool.
Square is better.
Square stylish.
Yeah, square is very stylish.
I read a whole guide on glasses. At one point, I almost fed into the blue light glasses fad, and I was like, based on the shape of my head, what frame should I get? There's a whole guide. Apparently, head shape means a lot.
Oh yeah, I went through that guide multiple times. To the point, like, I asked my brother's fiance, I was like, "Hey Meg, like, what shape would you say my head is?" She goes, "You getting fitted for glasses?" I go, "Yeah, I'm trying to get new glasses." Thanks.
It's kind of an odd question.
Thanks for calling. I'm surprised she knew. Like,
she's like, I'm gonna not think you're just a weirdo asking me about the shape of your head. I'm assuming you're getting fitted for some glasses here.
Well, I mean, it was kind of a question for like the general group, but I kind of like directed it at her.
That should be a question on the unknown, unnamed nonsense.
What's the question?
What is your head shape?
What is my head shape?
Yeah.
My head shape is I don't know. What's my head shape? Let me
I don't know. What is my head shape?
I'm off camera. The camera's what, this way?
Some
I think
angles
it's
here.
more.
I feel like I got the dinosaur egg right
It's
here.
kind of. It's like an egg. My head's like an egg.
I got the dinosaur egg.
Oh, from the side.
I got
profile?
the Homo sapien.
Like the Neanderthal.
Yeah, I got the Homo sapien cranium.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, are we gonna ask another question?
Yeah, we can go back to center. What's the next
All right,
question?
I want to be divisive.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Did OJ do it?
Oh, I've been waiting for this question. Did OJ do it?
Did OJ do it?
Did OJ do it?
Did OJ do it?
I mean,
and I have an opinion on this, and it's not what people are gonna think.
Go ahead. I do too. It's also not what people are gonna think. But please, I've been talking a lot this podcast. You first.
I think he fucking did it.
Of course, he fucking did it.
But I think he did it. And because the police planted evidence, he fucking got away with it.
I didn't know they planted evidence.
There was a whole bunch of weird shit going on with the trial.
If it don't fit, you must acquit.
Yeah, that was. You ever see the FX?
No.
The People, really good, really good. People versus O.J. Simpson. There was weird things like blood being on. One of the things I remember in particular is that there was blood on two sides of a sock. And if you're bleeding down, you're like, it's not gonna be. It's like somebody soaked the sock in blood. There would only be in the situation that it was, there would only be blood on one side of the sock.
I guess it depends how much you're bleeding.
But
no.
It looked like it looked like there was the whole there was a whole bunch of things. I don't remember like the specifics, but I remember watching it. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's funky. And then there was the cop that turned out to be there was a whole bunch of things that were going on with the trial. And I personally believe, I think he did it. But I think the police, there was funny things going on, evidence planted, because they wanted to get him so bad. And that's why it created reasonable doubt.
Well, it's okay. Like I completely agree. He definitely did do it. Cop shenanigans wouldn't be the first time nor the last, so it definitely wouldn't surprise me. But when you ask the question, did OJ do it? I really think it doesn't matter. Because the only thing that matters is what the jury thinks, right? Like in any trial. Did you do it?
It's what you could prove.
Exactly. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Thanks, Denzel. But it's also, what does a jury think?
Side note, I have a mean Denzel impression.
Oh, please do it.
No, not right now.
Okay, fine. I'll add to the list. Do your Denzel impression. That's the question. That's a question. It's more of a command more than a question.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't matter if OJ did it, because I think the way the judicial system works, at least how it should work.
But you do think he did it?
Yeah. Oh, he wrote a book called "If I Did It." If in blue, I did it was in red.
What kind of
sociopath? He did it. He 1000% did it. But again, it doesn't matter because the jury was just like, yeah, we don't care. He's free.
You ever hear that Jay-Z line? I'm not on 444.
Oh, well, I despise Jay-Z.
Really?
I have a deep hatred for Jay-Z.
I'm gonna need to let me tell you this first, but
no, that's a conversation for off air, because there's certain people out there who want to hear the story, and I'm not gonna give them the satisfaction.
There's a line by Jay-Z. He goes, "I'm not black, I'm OJ."
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah,
interesting.
Take up to interpretation, but basically.
But I think it's a deeper question of the justice system, how it works and how it should work. So OJ might not be the best example for the point I'm trying to make, but I'm going to do a different movie. Because OJ is really a movie. His whole life is just a giant movie. Just don't tell anyone. It's like the Truman Show, but it's just OJ. I forget the name of it, but it had Matthew McConaughey as a lawyer and Samuel L. Jackson as his defendant, based on a true story about this father in the South, maybe like deep Georgia, in like the 60s-ish, where these two guys raped his 11-year-old daughter and was arrested for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they were going into the courthouse, Samuel L. Jackson entered the courthouse with a shotgun and killed both of them.
Mm.
So the trial turns to Denzel's trial, where he's now on trial for murder. And the argument is, he didn't know what he was doing when he did it. He was insane, this, that, or the other. And spoiler if you haven't seen the movie, it came out in the 90s.
Denzel's the lawyer.
No, McConaughey's the lawyer. All right.
But I thought you said Samuel Jackson.
Matthew McConaughey's the lawyer. Did I say Denzel?
Well, you said Samuel Jackson had the shotgun. Is it Denzel or Samuel Jackson?
Samuel Jackson.
No Denzel.
No Denzel.
Okay.
Denzel's on this movie. Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey. I have me thinking about Denzel. Ooh. So McConaughey's the lawyer. Denzel's Samuel Jackson is the guy who killed the guy who raped his daughter. Now he is on trial for the murder, and the defense is pretty much like McConaughey's closing defense is like, listen, to the jury, close your eyes, picture this, and he goes to like the details of the trial and of the rape and like coming home, and he goes, now picture she was white. And the idea is, what would you do? So the jury's just like, if I'm on that jury, yeah, I'm killing that guy. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't fuck justice. I'm getting my justice. I'm killing him.
I can't believe I haven't seen this movie.
So essentially, the jury was just like, listen, you did it. We know you did it. But in a court of law, jury appears saying, we don't care. You are a free man. Because we would have all done the same thing. Any sane person would have done the same thing. And I think in a weird logic back to OJ, I'm not saying what he did was right, but I'm saying if he did it or not doesn't matter because the jury can find him innocent anyway.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of the craziness and low-key the best part of our justice system. Where it's just like, it shouldn't matter if you did it or not, but I like the fact that even if you did it, you can still get away with it in certain aspects like, yeah, you raped my daughter, I'm going to murder the fuck out of you.
Yeah, and you could get a good lawyer that could potentially get you off, convince the jury.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, the jury is a panel of people with feelings. We are emotional creatures. So,
yeah.
So, by the way, boom, A Time to Kill.
A Time to Kill. There it is. Yeah. There it is.
Yep.
Honestly, great movie. McConaughey has like this weird love angle with Sandra. Sandra Bullock has no. Is it Sandra? Yeah, Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock has no business.
Kevin Spacey is in there too.
Kevin Spacey is the other lawyer. He's the other lawyer in defense of the people who were murdered, and he's phenomenal in the movie. I know.
So that's the plaintiff.
He's a plaintiff. Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sandra Bullock's kind of shown in this movie for no reason other than they needed more time to kill. But
they always throw a love interest in movies like.
Well, here's the thing: like McConaughey has a wife and kid, and like
it's an affair.
It's like, well, will they? Won't they?
And the stress of the trial.
Exactly, because like the stress of the trial, because he's a white guy defending a black guy in the deep South in like the '60s era.
But he's like a good one, or he's like he's trying to defend Samuel Jackson in the movie. He believes in him. Everybody else is like this and all that. Yeah. So he's stressed out.
And his house gets burned down by the Klan. So that happens too.
Oh,
so
wow.
The Klans in this movie, like it's 100% based on a true story, whatever the fuck that means. And
it's probably a landmark case because of the time period. So
yes,
it's just the stress.
1,000%
It's the stress that he's under.
Like the fact that a black guy got off of killing two white guys in this deep South '60s is a miracle.
I feel like I've seen parts of this movie.
It's a good movie. I think I gave it a solid 7 out of 10. That's the thing about me, Christian. Whenever I watch a movie, the first thing I do is go to IMDb and star rate it. I've rated probably like 200.
You
movies.
actually do it.
I do.
So I will say,
the average needs to be consistent.
I don't do that, but what I do is before I watch a movie, so people get annoyed. They're like, "Yo, just turn on the movie." I will go on Rotten Tomatoes. I will go on IMDb. I will read the reviews prior to watching it.
Oh, I don't do none of that.
Especially in the era of streaming with Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon originals. Especially on Netflix with the cookie cutter Netflix movies that are an hour and a half. Mm-hmm. I'm like, is this a Netflix original? I might need to look up the reviews before I waste an hour and a half of my life.
So the other
I personally don't think an hour and a half. I don't think you can. It's difficult to have a great movie only in an hour and a half.
It depends on the movie. Like comedies, most
Comedies are fine.
Most comedies are not hour and
But
a
like
half.
like they had like a thriller and only an hour and a half. I can't do it.
Yeah, tell The Departed in an hour and a half. Good luck. Tell The Godfather in an hour and a half. Good luck.
Mm.
So like the other day, Jazz and I watched Bridesmaids. I have never seen Bridesmaids, and I won't look at the rating before I see the movie. I'll look at it after. That's not true. Sometimes I do it before, but typically I do it after. And Bridesmaids is rated 6.8 out of 10. And 288,000 people rated it. And I was like, yeah, that sounds about right. I rated it a 6.
The Departed.
No, Bridesmaids. The Departed. What did I do for The Departed? So The Departed is an 8.5 out of 10. That's 1.3 million stars ratings. I gave it a 9 out of 10. I think it's a near perfect movie.
Mm.
But you know, because we actually do one live. Because the other night we watched Final Destination, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And this movie was fucking awful, but so much fun. IMDb, out of 249,000 reviews, has a 6.7 out of 10. And you know what, man? I completely agree. I'm going to give it a 6.
Sometimes I watch movies just to laugh at them, like because they're so bad.
Oh, have you ever watched
What's the one with the shark Mega?
Oh, Sharknado.
No, it's called
the Megalodon?
The Meg.
The Megalodon.
I think I watched Meg.
It's got Jason Statham.
Meg 2?
He's like, come on, guys. We got to go kill the shark.
That's not bad.
Jason Statham.
He's
The
like,
Megalodon.
he's like, you ever see the scene in, what's that movie with Melissa McCarthy where he's just saying all the ridiculous things that he could do that make no sense? He's like, I ripped off this fucking arm and reattached it with this fucking arm while on fire.
Dude, Jason Statham's a silly bitch. I'm not going to lie. He's a silly bitch.
The behind the scenes are funny because, you know, it's hard to keep a straight face while saying some of those ridiculous one-liners in that movie.
All right. I think I'm ready for the next question. Look, OJ. That was a good one. That was fun.
All right. Some of these questions I just don't understand.
Perfect. Ask it. No, I'll explain.
What purpose do geese serve?
Yes.
What is...
Yes.
Ooh.
Fill
me in.
What do you mean?
Why, like...
That's the question.
It's not something I've ever thought of.
Exactly. That's why I asked it. It's something I thought of. I was just probably sitting on my couch, watching wrestling or playing video games.
Were you sober?
Most of these questions are not written when I'm sober. So the answer, probably not. So what purpose do geese serve? You know why I asked that question on a podcast?
So you're thinking about the food chain and like everybody's respective duties in the ecosystem. What do geese do?
Dude, I don't know what I was thinking. But I think geese solely exist to fucking annoy me. Geese just annoy the shit out of me because they're everywhere. They're always on the golf course and they poop everywhere. Geese shit is like all like, open my fridge. God damn it, there's some geese shit in here. How'd that get there? Not again. It's gonna cost me 50 grand to replace this fridge. But yeah, geese are just the worst. They're the worst animals on the history of this planet.
I feel like this could be a question for Google. We'll see what Google says.
It's good to see what Google says. But Chris, I don't know if you know this, but I can actually speak to geese.
You can't just say that and then not explain.
So here's how you speak to geese. You gotta go from afar, inch up close. You just gotta go, honk, honk, and that's it. You can speak to geese.
And what do they say back?
I can't tell you that, man. That's between me and the goose. No, let me tell you. Let me tell you something, brother. What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Somebody asked this.
What? See? I'm glad I'm not the only one. But I'm the only one who did it in a podcast in a fucking studio with a microphone. What purpose do geese serve?
Seed dispersers.
Oh.
Eating plants in one area and then depositing seeds in another area when defecating.
See,
so basically,
that's why they poop everywhere.
They basically just eat.
They eat
and shit
and move seeds.
It said in moderation can contribute to soil fertility.
Honk.
There you go. They're not here just to.
No, I really asked that question so I could honk at people. That's really it. So yeah, what purpose do geese serve? Geese fucking suck. That's the end of the story. Next question.
This is random.
Don't overthink it, Christian.
This is random.
Don't overthink it.
Do you think dark mode on your phone is better for your eyes?
Did I actually put that on there?
Yeah.
I did? I don't remember putting that on there.
I mean, and then I want to add on to it, though.
Go for it.
Night mode with the warm colors, which probably feeds into the blue light thing.
Do I do night
I do night mode, but I also have trouble sleeping, so I do anything possible to...
I have an eye comfort shield on my phone.
Oh, you actually have it physically on the phone?
No, like it's a setting. Keep your eyes comfortable by
limiting
Android, blue
right?
light and
you have an
warmer
Android.
colors. Yeah, so easy to fall asleep. Adaptive. It automatically adjusts your screen's color temperature based on usage patterns and time of day. So yeah, Mike, I notice if I'm in a building, put the split screen. If I'm like in a building, and it's dark, and I walk out and it's light, my phone will automatically adapt.
Oh yeah, my phone does that. iPhones do that.
Yeah, a lot of phones do that, but I don't keep my phone on dark mode.
I do. I don't know. I just don't like being blinded with white light, but also the fact that it's just dead pixels. If you have it in dark mode, it's not, or that's what I believe. I don't know that for sure, but I'm pretty sure, the dark mode is just the absence of light. So your phone is using less energy to show you the same thing.
Well, that's interesting. We should Google that. We need a good, none of us are eye experts or phone experts, but we need a good Google search on this to help us out.
Let's say, does dark mode save battery?
Let's start there. Does dark mode save battery? Because is it better for your eyes? I'd guess yes.
I think I might be debunked here.
A long pause now. I'm going to guess yes.
Using a higher brightness in dark mode draws the same amount of power as lower brightness in light mode, making it easier on the user's eyes. This indicates that although dark mode may not be as battery efficient as expected, it does have some benefits.
Yeah, I would say maybe it'll save you a few minutes on battery life.
You would think it would, though. Not by not showing the pixels. Like, black is black. You turn up the brightness, the areas where it's black, it's still black.
Yeah, black is literally just the absence of light.
Exactly.
That's all black is.
Right.
Where white is, hey, here's all of the lights, all at once. Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
But is it better for your eyes? Google that. Is dark mode better for your eyes? I would say probably minuscule. But it really comes down to preference. I don't put I can notice your Google's in dark mode.
All right, so let's zoom in here. Want to read this?
While dark mode has a lot of benefits, it may not be better for your eyes. Using dark mode is helpful in that it's easier on the eyes than a stark, bright white screen. However, using a dark screen requires your pupils to dilate, which makes it hard to focus on the screen. Oh.
See, we're not eye experts. We didn't even think about that.
That actually makes sense. It's so dark mode. Your eyes have to work harder to see it.
But I'm still with the argument that what you're looking at it's not in the black area.
But I guess
the text is, if the text is white, but I guess the background, well,
would dark mode affect the brightness on the phone though? Because the black, there's still pixels when it's a black. This is a black screen. So obviously, there's no pixels.
Right.
But when you turn it on, there's still black pixels. And it still emits darkness. My phone background.
I'm saying if you
that black still has.
I'm flipping my phone off and on, and the black, it looks the same. Off, on. It doesn't look like it's getting brighter in the black areas. But, what do you know?
It's an interesting question. I guess it's all preference. some things I like dark mode, some things I prefer light mode. Like my phone, light, YouTube light, Google light. I actually lean more towards light than I thought I would.
I want to shout something out right now just to help the people out, iPhone users. If your address bar is on the bottom, so there was an update, right? That all of a sudden put the address bar on the bottom. Terrible. If you go to your settings where that little thing in the corner is, you can switch it back to the top. That's all I want to say, because I can't fucking stand it.
iPhone has a tendency to fix things or make things that don't need to be there.
They just did it, and
like changing chargers, getting rid of the headphone jack, something like that, or the blue text button, or like when it's like you laughed at an image in a group chat, and like we both get texts that so and so laughed at an image. That none of that needs to be there.
Oh, see, you probably don't. You have an Android, but in between iPhone users, it does like. How it says it says what it does in quotes, and it just looks ridiculous.
Yeah.
On iPhone, it actually just shows the symbol.
I know. It's an emoji.
Yeah.
But I get a text about it. But you will also get a text about it.
If we're in a group chat, yeah.
Yeah. It's stupid. That doesn't need to be there. That function is so easy to fix. Why is it there? Fuck you, Apple. It can't possibly cost more than $50,000 to fix that.
$50,000. That's definitely the theme of this one.
Yeah, I do that on purpose. It's called storytelling.
All right, I'm looking for another one.
I'm going to call it $50,000 Little League and OJ. That's the name of the episode. Oh, OJ did it.
Oh, since we talked about geese, you know what I'm going to ask?
What do you got?
Where did Goosebumps get their name?
Did I put that on there?
You're the only person who put questions on here.
I thought that was an off-the-cuff question.
No, I put a few.
I mean, I might have been cold, and I saw Goosebumps. I was like, huh, how did these get their name? So this is the first guess game. So that means, Christian, we have to guess where Goosebumps came from, and then we Google it and we find out how wrong we are.
I'm gonna say this is a stretch. Long ago, there was some part of human history where we got infected by geese, and we got these bumps all over us.
Oh.
That's not it, though.
I thought, okay.
It's definitely not
it. I gotta go deeper. I'm gonna dig deeper. Okay. So, back in the 1360s, there was a German philosopher.
Do you know the answer to this question?
No, I'm completely making all this off the top of my head. It's completely all made up. So, 1360s, there was a German philosopher called Victor von Goosebump. And he is the one.
You ever done improv?
No.
Because this is ridiculous that you're coming up with this.
So
right
he had a sick daughter. And she noticed she was always cold. She was always sick when it was cold out. And her arm had these weird bumps. So they called a doctor. 1360s. So it's like, well, it's not diarrhea, so you should be fine. And all they did was just put her by the fire, and the goosebumps went away, and like that's it, she's cured. So that the mechanism for finding what cured his sick daughter, Victor von Goosebump, was indeed the little bumps on her arm.
Victor von Goosebump.
And you're like, we don't know what these are called, so we're gonna call them Goosebumps.
Did they have an accent when they said it?
Victor von Goosebump. So, like, here's the thing. So, like, it's actually not Goosebump. It's something else, but in the English translation, it translates to Goosebump. And it's actually two words. We just confirmed it's one word because we're American. We fuck up languages. So, it could have been like Victor von Guggenbump or Guggenbump. And they're like, they just called it, and they called them Guggenbumps.
In this entirely made up theory.
Yes. That's my guess. This is the first guess game. So, what is the actual answer? How did Goosebumps get their name?
Oh, man, I wish we could have came up with something as ridiculous as that.
It's unknown, unnamed nonsense, dude. It's completely...
Oh, my God.
It's just... That whole story is just utter nonsense.
Victor von Goosebump.
Victor von Goosebump.
I feel like I want to look him up first.
Yeah, okay, let's Google Victor von Goosebump.
No results found.
It's Von-Goosebump.
Is it Victor with a K?
Yes, V-I-K-I. Victor.
Victor von...
You know, like Victor Crumb in Harry Potter? It's Victor von Goosebump. I don't even know if Victor's a German name. It could be Russian.
Let's follow this down the rabbit hole. So first we have.
Where did Goosebumps get
Did
this
you
name?
mean Vic with a C?
Victor Van Bursaw. Bubusiv?
I think you made this up. I don't think there's a no. All right, let's go to the actual question.
The question also could have been framed like the book franchise.
All right. Yeah.
The term goosebumps derives from the phenomenon's association with goose skin. Goose feathers grow from pores in an epidermis that resemble human hair follicles. When a goose's feathers are plucked, its skin has... I don't know what that word is. Where the
protrusions.
Protrusions. Fancy you over there. Where the feathers wear and bumps are what the human phenomenon resembles. So it's like when you abuse geese, we get names for things on our arms.
Basically. Well, you ever rip a hair? You ever like pluck a hair and it leaves a bump? But I don't even know who thought this through. I don't think they were sober either.
I don't know, dude. I got goosebumps right now. I mean, it's just my pores. I don't know. It's a little chilly in here.
Pores.
Like, okay, so like you get goosebumps when you're cold or when you're scared. How does that
I've
work?
never. Only when I'm cold.
Like, if you're really scared, I guess you haven't been scared enough. Wow, you're fearless. You're a fearless leader. You're as fearless as Victor von Goosebump. But like, you know, like, I'm so scared my hair is standing up. I'm just looking at my arms, looking for goosebumps. Like, goosebumps appear! Honk! Nope, not there.
What about when something's ticklish?
You know, that's a good question to add.
You probably get goosebumps when you're... I've seen people get goosebumps when they're...
That's a good question to add to the list. What makes people ticklish?
Why can't you tickle yourself?
That's a great question, as I tried doing it. Why? Okay.
I mean, I feel like a video could go viral with somebody like actually hysterically laughing while tickling themselves.
No, it's not going to work.
Just going all over the place. And telling themselves to stop it.
Stop it!
Oh,
this
man.
is too ridiculous. Okay, this is a good additional question. Question number 106. What makes people ticklish?
Let's add that one.
Why can't you tickle yourself? And how come some people aren't ticklish? And have you ever seen the documentary Tickled? The documentary is phenomenal, first of all.
Why can't you tickle yourself? I mean, I think these are questions that need answers. We should probably address this right now.
Yeah. I mean, actually write it down. We can just do it right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go to the good old Google machine. Should we guess first? What Victor von Goosebump actually also discovered tickling, and his prize was a plaque worth $50,000 for braces.
Tying it all together.
Hey, it's a weird Wednesday afternoon. What do you want me to tell you?
What makes people ticklish? Is that what? The idea of someone tickling themselves and telling themselves to stop. I can't control myself. All right.
What makes people ticklish? Well, it probably has something to do with an involuntary response. So it's the brain.
Autonomic. How do we say that?
Autonomic.
Yeah.
An involuntary autonomic response. One of the jobs of the hypothalamus is regulating emotional responses. It also controls your reaction to painful stimuli. If you're very ticklish and laugh or feel uncomfortable when your feet are tickled, you may be having an involuntary response generated by the hypothalamus. Excuse me. So
I don't like this answer.
It's
too straightforward.
It's just like, if you don't know, if we can't think of a valid answer, just the brain. The hypothalamus.
There's an A in there. Oh, hypothalamus.
Hypothalamus?
Hypothalamus. There it is. Hypothalamus.
Hypothalamus? I don't know, but yeah, it's just a part of the brain. So it's just your brain giving a response to the sensation.
But it says painful stimuli, so apparently, like, getting your feet tickled is painful, but we just laugh at it.
Well, here's the thing, dude. Like, tickling, I don't know. Okay. All right. Hear me out for a second. If I was going to torture someone,
If you were gonna torture someone,
I would tickle them.
you would tickle them.
Yeah, I think tickling is probably the best form of torture. No one likes being tickled. Nobody. If you like being tickled, we need to have an interview, like a full 1 hour talking with Tarashuk in studio if you're in the area, free of charge. But like, I'm someone who's in a relationship. Tickling is a very effective way to get something, or to get an admission, or to get someone to change their mind. I think tickling would probably be the most effective. I don't know why they're not tickling people in Guantanamo Bay right now. Where are the terrorists?
Can you laugh to death?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because it's like you're gonna like suffocate.
Yeah, that lack of air.
Yeah, because it's like you've had like a laughing fit where I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Yeah, exactly.
Like yeah. So tickling. Could you imagine, dude? So my clients.
They've showed that in cartoons, like people like cartoons laughing, and then they're like their spirit like leaving their body.
Yeah,
laughing to death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why aren't some people aren't ticklish at all?
Do we want to know why can't you tickle yourself first, or why?
Let's do that. Why can't you tickle yourself?
All right, let's switch to Google.
Your brain's like, hey, I know this.
Right,
I know what you're trying to do here.
That's
It's not gonna work.
That's exactly what it is. It says the cerebellum can predict sensations when your own movement causes them, but not when someone else does. It's all about
Okay,
unexpected.
Okay. It's all about perspective.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, why?
There's someone out there that can do this. I know there's someone out there that can tickle themselves. Like there's something wrong, but they can do it.
All right, but like, how would you prove that?
I mean, they could just be like one of us, just pretending to hysterically laugh.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, how can you prove that you can tickle yourself?
No, there's no.
You can't
Take a lie detector test
no,
while you're
doing
doing
bullshit too. Those aren't real.
Yeah, I mean, people can beat lie detector tests.
Exactly. Well,
so it'd have to be a ex-CIA operative.
Well, here's the problem with lie detector tests. They do work. They are real. I shouldn't say they're not real.
Oh yeah.
But they only work on the people you don't want them to work on. So like, how do you beat a lie detector test? You gotta be psychotic. Like you need to be the kind of person who you would want to take a lie detector test. Like a murderer, like OJ, he probably truly doesn't believe he did it, so he would pass the lie detector test. Because he's so, like, Jeffrey Dahmer, he would probably pass one because he's so psychotic, right? Like, they're mentally just not there. Whereas normal people like you and me, we couldn't pass one because we're not, at least I don't know about you, but we're not crazy enough to pass one.
Or have the training.
Precisely.
Mm.
So I think it's the same thing with why can't some people be tickled? They're psychotic.
Why? All right, this is the last tickle inquiry.
Well, like some people are ticklish in different places. Like some people are ticklish behind the knee, where I am not. Some people are ticklish on the ribs, while I am as well. Like some people aren't ticklish underneath the armpits, and some people are ticklish on their feet.
I do believe that some like tickling is a response to painful stimuli. Have you ever had somebody just go like this to your hand?
Yeah.
It feels similar to tickling, even when you do it to yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to laugh at it. But
it feels a little silly.
It's similar.
It feels a little silly. It's the closest sensation I can get to tickling myself.
So, why are some people not ticklish? Some people are more sensitive to touch than others, so skin sensitivity can play a role in how ticklish a person is.
Nerves. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Dude.
Your nerves are dead. That's why you're not laughing.
I don't know, dude. I kind of liked my Victor Von Goosebump.
So it says desensitized nerves.
Your nerves.
Your nerves are desensitized.
Your nerves just a bunch of Karens.
Oh man. All right. Well, there's our answer.
All right. How long have you been going, by the way?
We're about an hour.
Let's do one more. One more question.
All right, one more.
Make it good.
Oh. Can't expose the questions now. Let's see.
Oh, there are the questions. I'm seeing them.
What? Oh, this is good. Oh my God. I don't know why you wrote this. What are your thoughts on women trying on yoga pants on YouTube?
All right. I did not write this.
I didn't write it.
I didn't write it. So I was talking with my buddy Chris the other day and telling him about the content of the show and showing him some clips on my TikTok at APS Podcasts. And this is a question he wanted me to ask. What are your thoughts on, what are your thoughts on women trying on yoga pants on YouTube?
Exactly.
So he loves this shit. My buddy Chris loves yoga pants.
He subscribes to women trying on yoga pants.
I don't go that. I'm not gonna put words in man's mouth. But friend of the show, Chris, by the way, he's been on the podcast. But he is a full-grown man who wears Lululemons, like their yoga pants or their sweatpants. So take that for what it is. But he loves them. Why do people love them? I mean,
I know why. I know why.
I know why people love them.
People love them because, all right.
That ass.
Like the culture of asses, like ass culture.
In the past 15 years.
Has changed.
Unbelievable.
Asses are in more than ever right now.
Yeah, dude.
And even if you don't have a lot going on back there, yoga pants will embellish what God gave you.
And they get different angles. You got better angles.
And, hey,
listen, man. These ladies, these women, make a shit ton of money doing it. You know what? Power to them. I can't do that. I gotta make money the hard way with a job. But they found a cheat code, and I'm not gonna be mad at women finding a cheat code.
Sex sells, man.
Sex sells, and I am one of those people.
I mean, the way I look at it is that a lot of women who have taken something that is traditionally has been used against them and flipped it on its head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Women are over-sexualized.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, well, you know what? I'm gonna make some money then.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't have anything bad to say about that, you know.
What?
Get it how you can.
They're doing the Lord's work. That's how I put it. They're doing God's work. Power to them. You go, ladies.
I mean, if we're gonna be in this society where women are over-sexualized, you know, use it to your advantage.
Yeah. I gotta say, nothing sounds more boring than watching women try on yoga pants on YouTube, but they get millions of views.
There's a niche thing. This is a thing.
Oh yeah, dude, look, go to YouTube, look it up right now. Find some channels and see how many views these ladies get.
Just channels of people trying on pants.
Just go to YouTube, type in women trying on yoga pants. Because here's the thing, dude, they review the yoga pants. They get sponsored by the people who make the yoga pants.
All right, so my question is, who's watching this? Is it's I feel like it's other women that are genuinely interested in buying these yoga pants.
Yes,
for sure. And just guys that are creeping. Or not just necessarily guys, but people that are attracted to the women that are trying on these yoga pants.
It's a bunch of guys who are trying to wean off their porn addiction because their girlfriend/wife wants to leave them.
So it's like it's like nicotine gum.
Yeah. They need their fix.
For smokers.
Need their fix.
It's one step down.
Yeah. I don't get me wrong. I'm sure they.
It's not soft porn. It's just people trying on clothes.
I've never watched one of these videos, but Christian, can you play? I'm serious. I haven't. But can you play one of these videos and overlay it so we can do a live reaction to one of these videos?
Oh yeah.
Let's do that. Do that,
so
and then we can end there. We can end this show. Chris, my friend, this is for you. Son of a bitch. That's a stupid question. I can't believe I put that on here.
Trying on.
Yes, women trying on yoga pants. How many views they get, and we'll just watch like a minute of one.
I'm sure it's a genuine review. It's like oh my God.
Yeah,
how many
views?
The thumbmbell on this.
Over 50,000?
The thumbnail.
Show it. What we got? Let me see. I'm dying for it.
The thumbnail on this. The second video here. Come on.
Yeah, you know what you're doing. How many views is that? 720,000. The one under it, 169,000. That's a year ago. All right, scroll down a little bit. See what we got here. these all the same chick?
This girl, yeah, some of them look. Wow.
1 point. Okay, do the 1.8. 1.8 million.
Yeah, 1.8.
Trying on Amazon scrunch leggings heart emoji.
Wow.
Come on, Chris. You have ad blocker on here. What is this bullshit? What are you? Minions.
Oh, we gotta watch the ad.
Yeah, did you get any ad? I'm gonna install ad blocker for you.
Nah,
right?
I have it on my. It's because different profile.
Copy. Puppy. The puppy's wearing
The
yoga
puppy's
pants.
wearing the leggings.
Angela what's this chick's name? Angela something. So, power to you, Angela. If you're on audio only, I'm going to do my best to explain it to you. Oh my God, there's money in a toilet and she's flushing it. That's like illegal. I don't know if you can actually do that. I hope it was fake money because those are Benjamins. All right, Christian, skip ahead. I don't care what this woman just talking about yoga pants because we can't hear the audio.
All right. Well, let's
Oh, okay, that works.
Oh, we're skipping ahead. Oh, we got chapters.
We got chapters.
Oh, it says most replayed right here. This part. It says most replayed.
That's hilarious.
Right there.
Wait,
she's telling us how her booty looks. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's the leggings that are doing that, but
dude, people get butt implants. All right, like that's real. Not gonna lie, those pants look really fucking comfy too. They look great.
They look very comfortable.
Like,
I mean, they don't have any pockets. I need pockets.
That's a problem. Although,
I mean, she doesn't care about the pockets. I don't think.
No. Pockets is getting away. Pockets is another thing to look at. When we all know what people want to look at, it's right there in front of you. It's why it says most replayed.
This is genius,
right? Like, there's nothing like this for men. They can't be like, there's no underwear that men can model like that.
It's like, check out these cargos.
I love cargos. I'm not wearing cargos, but I'm a big fan of cargo shorts. But I guess men, like the equivalent for this for men would be like workout videos.
But yeah, so that's that.
That's that. So
720. That's genius.
What are our thoughts on women wearing yoga pants in YouTube videos? It's just more content for the world. They they have a niche.
I'm not against it.
They found it. Power to them. I'm fucking jealous.
I mean, there's a lot of space for influencers with products, especially ones like that.
You know what we're gonna do?
I mean, there's perfume, there's makeup, there's all types of skincare products and yoga pants.
Dude, we're gonna do a Talk with Tarashuk special. We're gonna spoof one of those videos, and I'm gonna review them.
You're gonna review some yoga pants?
I'm gonna review some yoga pants. I'm gonna put them on. I'm gonna shake my ass. I'm gonna wear a cup so my dick looks bigger, and it's gonna do the whole 9 yards.
I think what you should do the video, and we're gonna compare the amount of views that you get versus this girl in the yoga pants.
Dude, if I get
you might become an internet sensation.
I'll do the video. We'll do it here together. Although I don't have yoga pants. Do you have access to yoga pants?
No. I mean, wait. No, I did need some pants. I'm saying this on the air right now. I borrowed a pair of pants, of yoga pants, from my girl because I didn't have any other pants. It was cold outside, and I needed some long johns.
How comfortable?
And I was wearing her yoga pants underneath a suit.
Oh my God, that sounds.
And nobody knew. Nobody knew. Only I knew.
That sounds lovely.
That was my little secret. I was like, I'm wearing yoga pants underneath this suit right now.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
I'll see if I can fit in the Jazz's yoga pants. If I can, I'll do the video. But if I get 50,000 views on that
X-Girls
video,
yoga pants.
50,000 is a magic number here. If I get 50,000 views in that video,
50,
I will do one a month. That's the deal. I will just keep doing them.
Who's tuning in? Really,
I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see what that's on TikTok, because TikTok's where all my shit is.
All right. Are we gonna one more? Or are we wrapping up?
Nah, it's wrap up. I'm hungry, and I gotta be home by 7 o'clock. So that's pretty soon. And there's going to be traffic. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for episode number, whatever the fuck episode this is, of the Talking with Tarashuk podcast. 50 grand. What were the other things? 50. What the fuck else we talked about this episode, Christian? 50 grand.
We talked about contacts, braces, hardest thing to do in sports.
Oh, no, it's Little League. So 50 grand, Little League, OJ did it. That's the name of the episode. That's nothing like, yeah, my title's a clickbait. No shit. Thanks for noticing. I'm Will Tarashuk, T.S. and Thomas, A-R-A-S-H-U-K. If you want to be a guest on this podcast, if you want to join Christian and I for the unknown, unnamed nonsense and answer these questions, including your own questions, if you want to ask me, what is the backstory for Victor Von Goosebumps? What happened to his wife? She's dead, by the way. Ask me how. I'll tell you a story on how she died. I'm going to tell you a story. It was Goosebumps. Email me, will@apspodcast.com. It's apspodcast.com. And we will get you on the podcast. If you are in the Montclair, New Jersey area, we can do it in person. I'll shake your hands. Just as long as it's not Inferno hot sauce on it first. Or if not, we can do it remote over the interwebs on Zoom. We can bring you in like we did with Nash just a few weeks ago. It'll be a lot of fun. Again, that email is will@apspodcast.com. Or if you want to be like all my other guests, we can talk about anything I generally find interesting. Next week's going to be a doozy. We are speaking to my boss, my current boss, as in the person who makes sure I get paid. So that's going to be fun. We're going to talk about Web3, student loan debt, forgiveness, the economy, and what exactly we do as a dynamic duo and as a grade A team for my day job. Christian, I'm really looking forward to that one. That's coming next Tuesday. So what do you got? What do you got for me, my friend?
I'm just going to wrap it up. This has been a APS podcast, talking with Tarashuk specifically. I am Christian Wright here at Cube Recording Studios. Come through and stay tuned for the next episode of Talking with Tarashuk. Signing off.
And I promise we will be live soon. It's going to happen.
We're live
be live
streaming, baby.
We will be live streaming eventually.
We're live streaming.
Once we kind of get it together and get
iron
an
out
intro.
some kinks.
Yeah, we got to iron some kinks. So, Christian, we're going to do that not now, but right now.